Now, there are lots of videos online discussing how to grip a disc to do a forehand, and none of them are incorrect. But what we find is a lot of players try one or two from their favorite pros without having tested them all out to find out what works best for them. I will shamefully admit that I'm guilty of this myself because I was so confident in the grip that I was using for years until making this video. Therefore, today on JustDisc, we're going to teach you these 6 staple forehand grips. And we're not only going to show you how to grip them, but we'll also discuss their benefits and drawbacks. So let's get into it. Before we get started, please keep in mind that choosing the right grip is going to come down to your comfort and your performance. There is no one ideal forehand grip that's going to give everyone the best results. If it doesn't feel natural, if it hurts, or you're just not getting the results, try something else. The first few grips we're going to show you are the best for getting the most amount of power into your forehands. And we're going to start off with one called the super finger grip. The super finger is one of the most widely used power grips for forehands because it helps to deliver more spin into the disc, which translates to more distance. Evidently, since you have 2 fingers concentrating their pressure on one specific point of the rim, you're going to get some excellent snap off the disc, which is going to translate to more spin and thus more distance. There are some that say that the trade-off with this grip might be a little bit less accuracy, but we feel it just comes down to personal preference and practice. To do the super finger grip, first take a disc, put it into your forehand hand, and have your thumb pressed against the top of the flight plate. For all of the grips we're going to be discussing today, it really should be about 1 inch to 1.5 inches from the edge of the disc, and it really should just be comfortable with a decent amount of pressure. Next, press your index finger firmly against the inside rim, with your middle finger pushing on top of your index finger just above or behind the nail. Now, another way to do the super finger, and probably the more preferred way, is to take that middle finger pushing on your index finger and to bring it ahead and press it against the rim. So you have 2 fingers pushing directly against the rim on a specific spot. As for the remaining 2 fingers, for this grip as well as the others, you just have 2 options. The first is you don't utilize them and you just curl them up. And the second, the one we highly recommend, is to utilize them to stabilize the nose angle of the disc. So let's move on to the next grip, the stack grip. Now, the stack grip is another common power grip type where once again, you are using your index finger and middle finger to generate spin. In our opinion, this grip is probably the most comfortable grip for most players since your 2 fingers remain in a more natural and snug position. From our experience, this grip helps create a more stable and cleaner release since your fingers have more contact with the underplate of the disc. You therefore might get a bit more accuracy with this grip while still maintaining some good power. Now, to do the stack grip, once again, take a disc, put it into your forehand hand and have your thumb resting on top. But this time with your middle finger pushed firmly against the rim and your index snugly stacked over top. You should feel as though you have a bit more grip of the flight plate with your index finger. And as for your remaining 2 fingers, like we mentioned, curl them back or use them as a guide for the nose angle of the disc. Moving on to the next forehand grip, the split finger grip. Now, the split finger grip is another power grip and sometimes even called just that, the power grip, because some feel it's the best grip to get the most distance. It's said to deliver more spin and power into the disc because you get a nice pinch between your index finger and thumb. Now, remember that I mentioned that I was guilty of not having tried every forehand grip? Well, this grip, after doing my testing, is now becoming my new grip. I get more precise releases, less flutter, and I even get more distance.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's much better. It's just a little bit cleaner.
Now, to do the split finger grip, it's pretty much very similar to the stack grip, except your index finger is curled back from the middle finger while retaining good pressure against the rim. Therefore, your middle and index fingers are slightly spread apart by about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Now, with your other 2 fingers, again, you can curl them back or use them to stabilize the nose angle of the disc. The next grip we're going to be looking at is the 2-finger grip. Now, the 2-finger grip is another popular grip because it's supposed to generate the perfect balance of accuracy and power. In our opinion, you do get good accuracy with this grip, but it does take some significant finger strength in order to get the correct amount of power.
I'd say it works pretty well.
Now to do this grip, it's once again very similar to the stack grip, except instead of having your fingers stacked, you now have them sideways so that the pressure is concentrated on the top right of your fingers as well as on the pads of your fingers gripping the bottom plate. Once again, with your 2 remaining fingers, you can do whatever you like, curl them up or use them to stabilize the disc. Now the second last forehand grip we're going to look at is the fan grip. Now the fan grip is used when accuracy and distance control are much more important than power. By having your index and middle finger spread out across a larger surface area, it allows for greater angle control with touch shots and finesse throws since you get very clean releases. Once again, this was another grip that we've seen before but never implemented ourselves, and ever since we have, man oh man does it really help with those forehand approach shots. Now to do the fan grip, once again, very similar to the stack grip, except now the index and middle fingers are separated, with the middle finger contacting the rim and flight plate and the index finger extended to the middle. And finally, we arrive to the last forehand grip, the one finger grip. This is the least common forehand grip, the least recommended because you have the least amount of contact with the disc. The other grips use 2 fingers, and this grip only has 1. So with 1 finger, you're going to get less control and less power. So to do this grip, it's basically just like the super finger, except now you're removing your middle finger with only your index finger pushing against the rim. It definitely feels odd for us and may feel good for others, so just see what works best for you. All right, well, there you have it, the complete disc golf forehand grip guide. These 6 forehand grips are staples in the disc golf world, and perhaps there are others out there. Definitely let us know in the comments below. But if you haven't tried all 6 grips, or it's been a while since you've tested something new, give it a shot. You may see that another grip works better for you. Now, if you like this video and you want more, you know exactly what to do. And we highly suggest that you stick around because our next 2 videos are going to be discussing everything you need to know about how to forehand. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Merci beaucoup et à bientôt.